Billy Beane of LinkedIn isn't a tech guru or a marketing genius. He started by delivering pizzas. Nothing close to what you know about him today. But now, Darren McKee has over 126,000 followers on LinkedIn, hits millions of views on his posts, and has coached more than 500 sales leaders. But this isn't just another happily ever after story. It's about how a pizza guy cracked the code of social selling when everyone else was stuck in their old ways. But before we get into this epic story, I need you to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, or the link under my name on this post. Every Wednesday, I break down the strategies of most successful creators, showing you exactly how they built their empires. But back in 2010, Darren was slinging pizzas at Rotelli Pizza and Pasta, but he wasn't just delivering food, he was learning the art of human connection. Every delivery was a chance for him to read people, handle their different personalities, and turn quick interactions into repeat business. So these skills later became the foundation of his social selling empire. Think about it for a moment. When you're delivering pizzas, you maybe got 60 seconds to make an impression, right? So you're catching people at their hungriest, sometimes worst moments, hangry moments. Darren learned to read the room fast, handle tough customers, and most importantly, make genuine connections in seconds. So after hanging up his pizza apron in 2012, Darren jumped on the corporate ladder. But here's what's interesting. Each role on that ladder wasn't just a job, it was adding something to what would later become his social selling playbook. As a service specialist, he learned the power of selling problems quickly. Managing nationwide teams taught him how to build relationships at scale. When he landed his first major sales role in 2018, he crushed quota 150% of performance in year one. Not because he was pushing products, but because he was using everything he learned about connecting with people. So by early 2020, he'd worked his way up to VP of sales. He was living the dream, flying to sales conferences, shaking hands at networking events, closing deals over coffee. His whole career was built on being in person, reading the room, making those connections. Then, March 2020 happened. The world stopped. No more handshakes, no more coffee meetings, no more sales conferences. And for a guy who built his entire career on face-to-face connections, this wasn't just an inconvenience, it was an identity crisis. Here's what nobody talks about. Darren absolutely hated working from home. But this was the guy who energized entire sales teams, now suddenly stuck in their home office, staring at their freaking laptop screens, and he thought it would be just a week or two. And those weeks turned into months, but here's where Darren's story got interesting. While everybody was waiting for things to get back to normal, he asked himself a different question. What's the next best thing to seeing people physically and building real relationships that would help me sell? The answer was LinkedIn. Now, this is where Darren starts to remind me of Billy Beane. You remember Moneyball, when traditional baseball scouts were still judging players by how they looked and felt? Beane revolutionized the game by looking at data differently. He found value where others saw nothing. Darren did the same thing with LinkedIn. While everyone else was treating it like a resume database or a place to blast automated messages, which is happening today, but he saw it differently. He turned LinkedIn into his social selling laboratory. So here are the three core principles for using LinkedIn. Number one is be consistently visible, not just posting randomly. Number two is master the platform, understand every feature and nuance. And number three is keep it fun or just give up. Authenticity beats automations every time. Just like Billy Beane wasn't trying to outspend the Yankees, Darren wasn't trying to outspend bigger companies on ads or automation tools. He was looking for undervalued opportunities that others missed. And this is where it gets really interesting. Darren's approach to LinkedIn isn't just different, it's almost counterintuitive. Everyone else was focused on the metrics. How many connections? How many messages? How many posts? The quality, right? But he's focusing on quality interaction. Think about Billy Beane's approach to baseball. Everyone thought you needed big hitters who could score home runs. Billy proved that getting on base consistently was more valuable. Darren applied the same thing to LinkedIn. Instead of trying to go viral with every post, he focused on building genuine connections. His content strategy isn't about tricks or hacks. It's about authentic storytelling that resonates with real people. His hooks are not clickbait. He's all about sharing genuine moments that stop people mid-scroll before that see more button. When he talks about wearing Goodwill pants to sales meetings or learning lessons from his pizza delivery days, it hits differently. Why? Because it's real. His FaceTime Advantage isn't perfect headshots or polished videos. It's about showing up as yourself. Whether you're walking outside or sitting in the car between meetings, people don't connect with profiles, they connect with people. His comment section strategy is pure gold. While others drop generic great post comments or move on, Darren treats comments like mini conversations. Here's what he says. If you send me a DM and you get a response, it's me. Not an assistant, not an automation bot. If you comment on my post and you get a reply, it is me. Not an assistant, not an automation tool. As long as I'm here, no matter how many DMs and comments I get, it will be me. Mention people by name, adds value in the interactions. The comment section isn't just an afterthought, it's where relationships are built. So let's dig deeper into why I call Darren the Billy Beane of LinkedIn. Both of those guys fundamentally changed how the industries worked. Billy proved that baseball wasn't just about raw talent and gut feeling, it was about finding undervalued metrics that actually predicted success. Darren's doing the same thing with social selling. He's not obsessed with follower accounts and automation tools, he's focused on metrics that actually matter. 80% connection request accept rates, high engagement on personal video messages, actual meeting conversations from LinkedIn connections. Just like Billy looked at on-base percentage instead of batting averages, Darren looks at engagement and quality over quantity. He's not trying to hit home runs with viral posts, he's consistently getting on base with authentic connections. It may look like Darren's wasting time by personally responding to every comment and DM. Why not hire a VA? But guess what? The results show he's right. Just like Beane developed a new system for evaluating players, Darren has developed a systematic approach to LinkedIn that consistently delivers results. And it starts with connection requests. Darren's perfected the art of making each request feel personal, natural, and valuable. Then there's his signature move, which is LinkedIn video messages while walking. Why walking? Because it's real. So you grab your phone, walk outside, that is critical, in quotes, start recording, and be you, imperfect is better, kids in the background, cars passing by, coffee in hand, hoodie on, backwards hat, just be you. It's not about the AI, it's not about the mass emails, it's about you. This method has helped him reach people who normally ignore LinkedIn messages. Darren's approach comes down to 4 key principles. Number 1, authenticity beats automation. It's not about trying to scale through bots and automated messages. It's about being genuinely yourself, creating deeper connections and better results. Number 2, consistency trumps perfection. You don't need the perfect post. Just start posting now and stay consistent. Number 3 is real relationships beat cold outreach. Instead of blasting thousands of cold messages through a clay table and instantly, focus on building genuine connections with people who actually want to hear from you. Your story is your superpowers. Number 4, those pizza delivery days, the Goodwill pants, these aren't just stories, they're proof of that your journey matters. So now here's where everything comes full circle. From those Darren pizza days, every skill he learned then, reading people quickly, handling different personalities, turning brief interactions into relationships, all of those became the foundation of his social selling success. So the secret isn't the tools or the technology. It's not about having the perfect LinkedIn profile or most expensive sales software. The secret is being authentically you. Think about it. When Darren was delivering pizzas, he couldn't hide behind email templates or automated messages. He had to connect with people face to face, often in less than ideal circumstances. Those skills translated perfectly to LinkedIn, where authentic connections cut through the noise of automated outreach. Whether you're just starting your LinkedIn journey or looking to take your social selling to the next level, remember this: future isn't in who has the best tech stack, it's in who can be the most human. If you want more creator breakdowns like this, hit the subscribe button below, click the notification bell, make sure you don't miss anything, because I'm gonna drop these on Wednesdays. And if you're interested in getting into Darren's cohort where he teaches all of this, I'd put the link in the comments below, so make sure that you go there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.